Okay, today's lesson is a build off of the last 2 days. I'm going to ask just once, that your eyes and ears be up here, that your iPads be in a position where you can see them, but you don't need them at this point. This is the part where we learn. Sarah, are you having trouble back there with something? Okay. Okay, just set it aside, Alexis. Okay, here we go. So we need to keep in mind today that all of our problems are going to have zeros in the quotient. Quotient means the what? The answer. That's right. So we're going to have zeros in our answer today. When do we write a zero in our quotient or our answer? There's our question of the day. So this family, the McQueen family, they went on vacation and they drove 830 miles in 4 days. So about how many miles did they drive each day? Well, we're going to have to divide to find that out, right? Now, before we do that, we can actually try to use compatible numbers so that we can see about what our answer should be. Because it's very likely that the family didn't drive exactly the same amount every single day. Okay. We would change the 830 to 800, and we'd leave our single digit alone, which would give us an answer of about 200 miles a day. Close it, Joe. Close it for him. He won't be able to use it then. So our answer should be about this. Why do we estimate again? To make things easier. We always want to know about what our answer should be so we have that idea in our head. Okay, so here's our problem. 830 divided by 4. We're going to go through all the steps of long division. First we'll divide how many 4s go into 8. Then we'll multiply the 2 times the 4. Then we'll subtract. Then we'll compare. Why is it okay for a 0 to be down here? Caden? It's less than our divisor, which is a 4. Now we're going to think about the second steps. Now, let's bring down our 3 here. Now, we're going to start back up at the top again. What do I ask myself to start off this second round? Sarah, what would I say?
How many times does the 4 go into 3?
How many 4s are in the number 3?
0.
None. There are none, and it's okay to write a 0 up there. That's a placeholder. That means there are none. So we still go through all the steps. 0 times 4. We subtract. Now, in this case, they decided not to put 0 down here and subtract it. Instead, they just brought it down. Now, that's okay to do. You and I have been practicing the other way where we make sure that we do that even if it is a 0. So now we can go on to the last one. How many 4s are in 30? Kiara, about how many 4s are in 30? 7 of them. That's right. So when we finish, we have 207 with the remainder of 2. Is it okay to have a remainder in long division? Absolutely. It means our leftovers. So I want you to now pull up your blank iPad sheet, and we're going to start the first practice problem of the day. I'm going to rewrite this up here because it's much easier if I have some space to work. Let's talk through this one first. How many 9s are in the number 9, Sam? 1. 1 times 9 is 9. Subtract and get 0. Perfect, right? Alan, it'll work? What's the next step after I check? What do you think, Alan? What comes next? I would bring down the 7. Now I can start all over at the top of my list. Start again by dividing. How many 9s are in 7? Aiden. How many 9s are in 7? 0. Thanks. Alan, 0 times 9? Do you know how many kids get that problem wrong? 0 times anything. That's probably our easiest multiplication problem, 0 times anything. But somehow we always get that one confused, don't we? It doesn't matter if it's a million or if it's just a single digit like 2 or 3. It's always 0. So 0 times 9 is 0. Now we can put it down here like this, or the way the example did is they just left it alone. Which way do you guys want to do it? I think we should too. I think we should see it there so we know 0 times 9 is 0. Okay, of course. Is 7 okay? It is. It's less than our divisor. Now we bring down our next number. How many 9s are in 72? Sky? Eight of them. Good work. 8 times 9 is 72. And look at this. We don't even have a remainder. 108. Now, I don't know about you, but I could have done that problem in my head. Can I show you how? Well, how many 9s go into 900? 100 of them. So I know that my first digit's going to be 1. How many 9s go into 7? None. But how many 9s go into 72? 8. So 108. I could have done that in my head. Could have you? Now that I've showed you how? Okay, okay. There might be more like that that maybe you might be able to do in your head. This one everybody needs to write down. Unless you can do it in your head. It always impresses me when kids can do things like this in their head. Okay, first of all, who wants to share what they did in their head if they just use mental math? Dathan, what did you do?
Well, I took 7 and the 7.
Okay.
And I know that gives me 1.
Okay.
And then in my head, I minus 7. Minus 7, and I got 0. And then 4. And then
So you went through the whole process in your head? Wow, that's really impressive.
And then 7 divided on 1 doesn't go into 7 at all. And then I put a 0 out there.
Okay.
And then 7 goes into 14 2 times, so I got 102.
You're right, buddy. Now, if you did it the long way, this is what you did. Today, there will be a few you might be able to do in your head, but there will be others that you will need to actually work out the problem.
Can you tell?
Well, I don't know. Could you tell by looking at this problem if you could do it in your head? Could you tell by the first problem? Until I told you, right? Okay. Well, so I guess I'm going to kind of leave it up to you today. If you see that there are problems that you can do in your head, then I guess that's up to you. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit different. Everybody copy down this problem. Here we go. 453 divided by 5. Who's willing to talk me through this whole problem from start to finish? Sam W.
You would do 45 divided by 5, which would be 9.
Okay, so 5 didn't go into 4 at all, right? Okay, so 9 times it goes into 45.
Then you would do 9 times 5, which is 45, and
Subtract. Get.
0.
Then,
Bring down the 3.
before I bring down the 3, I better check though. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, then I can bring down the 3. How many 5s are there in 3?
0. And then 0 times 5.
Now what? My remainder's 3. There it is. Put your thumb in the air if you got that one right. Awesome. Okay, let's try a few more. I guess it's kind of a dead giveaway that today in every single answer there will be a 0. So if you look at your answer and you don't see a 0, you probably did something wrong, right? Okay, let's try this one. Our dividend is 941 and our divisor's 2. All right, Natasha, you want to help me out? How many 2's go into 9? What? Can you help me though? How many 2's are there in 9? Can anybody help me? How many 2's are in 9, Cole?
4.
There is 4. Okay, Cole, finish it out for me.
And 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 8 is 1. Bring down 4.
Good work.
Divided by 2 is 7. And 7 times 2
7 times 2 is
is 14.
14.
14. Take your 14.
Subtract and get 0.
And then bring down 1. 2 is 1. Split.
2 does not go into 1. 0 times 2 is 0. Good work. Alan, did you have a question?
You forgot to start recording. No, you didn't.
No, I'm recording.
Oh.
It's okay. Sam, did you have a question?
No.
Your thumb's in the air. Give me a thumb in the air if you got this one right. Okay, Eileen. We forgot to bring down the 1. Yeah. Okay. All right.